All right, good morning, everyone. Number one's MOB. Everything is there. Now, the buy-in pre, sell-in pre move would be basically about 7:45 a.m. So MOB, Department of Defense contract. This is a recent IPO. Literally every box is checked on MOB. What's great about this is there's really no bag holders other than people that bought on the very first day. Very first day, they're red. But if they didn't trade it the very first day of the IPO, or hold, I should say, back in September of last year, everybody else is green right now. Like if you bought on day 2 or day 3, or you bought back on the run in February, everybody's green. Everybody's happy right now. So when you've got these newer issues, when you're talking traditional penny stocks, you've got years and years and years and years and years of bag holders, okay? You don't have that with MOB. Drones are hot right now with the Ukraine situation, etc. Department of Defense contract, DOD contracts, military contracts, always huge when we're talking penny stocks. Great volume, low float. It's all there, okay? But that being said, now we got to wait for the dip and rip because the 745 move was there. That buy-in pre, sell-in pre. When we talk about that idea, what we look for is the initial spike out of the PR. Typically, we just kind of wait, see where it's going to base at, and then you buy the reclaim of the high of the day with risk on the lows. And basically, you can see that blue line would have been 250. You would have been risking basically 225. It went to 336, okay? 75 cents of upside for about 25 cents of downside. Now, I know everybody's probably frothing at the mouth right now, okay? Now we just repeat the same thing. What we're going to look for is this thing to settle down, base, ideally lure in some shorts with an early week open. There are cheap locates on this, by the way. I think I saw like 1/10 of a penny or something. So very cheap locates. So if this opens weak, which is what we want, it's going to bait short sellers and we'll smoke them on the dip and rip. Other stuff of interest, TMC. I talked about this one all last week. It's in the notes, by the way. It's just, I don't understand. I know we often debate this, okay? And listen, I like to, a lot of people say, listen, I like to give short sellers a hard time because they are out of all of the millions of species on the planet, a short seller is the most afflicted by butt hurtism in the entire universe, okay? It's so easy to just antagonize them and just have them start screaming like the butt hurt level 9,000. Now, the point is, that's why it's fun. It's fun to give them a hard time because they're so easily butt hurt. But the point is, listen, short selling is an amazing strategy. Okay, all of you should be learning to short sell after you get consistently profitable on the long side. Once you learn to be consistently profitable on the long side, you got to understand the mechanics of trading. Everyone should learn on the long side. Doesn't mean you stay long bias forever. Once you grow your account to the point where you're over to the PDT, you don't have to deal with a lot of these sketchy brokers that I tell everybody to avoid, these offshore brokers and stuff. You got a bigger account. You don't need to use these sketchy offshore brokers. You're not under the PDT. What are the problems with, listen, trading under the PDT is always a hassle. But what I've seen so many people shorting under the PDT, they don't want to cover because they don't want to use that trade. So they'll stay in bad trades. And that's one of the reasons they get smoked is because they don't want to use that last trade. And they're like, oh, I'll wait for it to pull back. So anyway, the point is, short all you want. I love short selling. For 9 years of my career, I was 90% a short seller. Market changed in 2015. We've talked about that a million times. But TMC, what possibly convinces people to short just an absolutely beautiful breakout? Short first red days, short broken charts, short double tops, triple tops, late day VWAP fades. Remember, in the ebook, okay, all of you should have my ebook. It has 5 short selling patterns. You know what's not in there? You know what's not in there? What's not in the ebook? 5 short selling patterns, shorting beautiful breakouts. That's what's not in there. Like, I don't get it. Why do you want to guess tops? Okay? Short broken charts, faders, bad news. Listen, there's a million different plays, but not TMC. So that being said, it's a weak open red to green every single day. CRBU, same thing. Again, CRBU got the Pfizer money. I don't know why you want to short something that Pfizer gave the money to. That's top of the list. PWM, weak open red to green. BBIG, weak open red to green. And then GRRR. What's the level? I can't remember. GRRR, 550 breaks. So, GRRR. All right, let's get some questions. So number one for me, until MOB dies, okay? Now listen, if MOB collapses in the next 30 seconds, it's no longer the number one. But as long as MOB is hanging around the high, it's number one. All the boxes are there. And then all the other ones we talked about. So, so hit me with questions. MOB, TOP. Man. I mean, it did squeeze last week. I would say wait for, oh geez. I mean, it's too many failed spikes. I would say, listen, I think top is going to fail. If this is your number one, I see several people asking about it. If this is your number one, afternoon VWAP holds, okay? Remember, everything changes in the afternoon, okay? So, but I don't think it's ideal. So, TOP, not ideal. But if it's your fave, afternoon VWAP holds. That's the best way for confirmation, okay? ALPP. UAV? What's this? Why did... Why? Like, why? You're a relatively low float penny stock. You're a scam, okay? Everyone knows ALPP. Everyone knows you're a scam. Why? Why do you have to be so incompetent and release your press release Friday night after hours? Hey, it's a trade. I mean, but I hate when they're this incompetent. Like, my concern is that these guys are just gonna, like, it's gonna go nowhere because they dropped the PR on Friday night. That is so idiotic. It is so stupid. And it shows that they don't know how to play the game. Okay? And that's always concerning. It's always concerning when they don't know how to play the game. It's a dip and rip. But be careful. Be careful. Incompetent. But terrible time. I mean, that press release should be dropping right now. Like, drop it. If they waited till this morning to drop that PR, ALPP would probably be like at $4. Like, anyway, but terrible timing on the PR. PSNY is back, huh? That one from last week. Nice. So this was a number one idea from, I think, when was it? When was this the number one idea? Thursday? Anyway, this was the number one idea. Just a nice gradual trend on Friday. And again, today, nice breakout too. Beautiful. So if you took that idea the other day on PSNY, well done. I don't know if I see an entry today. Afternoon VWAP hold probably. So now it's bugging me. When was this the number one idea? PSNY. The 6th. Where is it? 450 breaks. Yeah, so the 6th. So that would have been Thursday. All right. My days are messed up because of Friday. Many of you know had to Friday. My days are all messed up. Friday, actually, I had to put my my black lab down. So anyway, Friday was one of those, not exactly an ideal day. But anyway, PSNY, nice from number one idea on Thursday. I don't know if I see an entry here. It's probably more just manage it. So, where am I? NBTX. Whoops. NBTX. Licensing agreement, blah, blah, blah. Relatively low float. Another breakout. Man, so many breakouts. Dip and rip and afternoon VWAP hold for sure. Man, nice breakout. NBTX, DNR, and afternoon VWAP hold. Yeah, guys, thanks. I appreciate all the condolences. He was Remington was his name. He showed up on the webinar every now and then. Every now and then he would kind of show up and hang out. But yeah, thank you for all the condolences, everyone. So, all right, looks like I'm caught up. In summary, guys, MOB. Hey, it's 6 cents from the high. So MOB is the number one. A lot out there, though, okay? To be very, very, very clear. Like, when on days like today, it's Money Monday, okay? Like, if you're like, hey, I prefer, TMC or I mean, NBTX is nice. ALPP, I don't hate ALPP. I just wish they wouldn't have done the PR Friday night. So, very busy day. Pick your favorites. Know that on days like today, you may miss the best one. Like, listen, I might spend an hour waiting for MOB to make the move, and maybe ALPP ends up being the one of the day. But you have to focus, okay? One of the things that we often talk about, he who chases many rabbits catches none. Confucius, well known as an amazing day trader. Confucius was an amazing day trader, and he always said, he who chases many rabbits catches none. So you got to understand, this is 17 years I've been trading. This year feels a lot like 2020. If you miss the best play today, there's going to be an afternoon play. There's going to be tomorrow. Okay, understand that. Just focus, especially on days like today. Be okay with missing. And yeah. So, all right, guys, have a great day. And we will, man, MOB just not giving up. The recipe's there, man. So, all right, guys, have a great day, and we will see you next time.